Hi friends, in this session we will discuss the study plan for FRM Part 1 2023 session. Every year in the month of Jan, we provide study plan for that particular session. So in Jan 2023, we are providing study plan for 2023 session only. In case you are watching this video in 2024, you will get new study plan. You don't need to follow this study plan. Now, previously we used to call this study plan as topic sequence for self-study students. So this study plan is mainly sequence of topics which you should follow for your self-study. Now there are two things. One, what is the sequence and why do we need to follow the sequence? Second, why I'm saying that this is only applicable for the self-study student. Now here, when you're doing the self-study, we don't, as a preparation provider, we don't have much control over your preparation. So even if you are taking self-study package from Falcon Edifin, which mainly includes books, question bank, mock test, and other rest of the material, in that case, you are supposed to follow this study plan. But if you're taking classes from Falcon Edifin or from some other preparation provider, then follow study plan provided by the preparation providers. If you're taking classes from Falcon Edifin, then we provide different study plan for students who are taking classes. It can be video classes, classroom training, Zoom live classes, or any other form of classes or the preparation. Why? Because the answer is very simple. When you are taking classes, we have complete control over your preparation. So we can remove one content from one video and add it to some another video so that your preparation is smooth. So that's why this is applicable for self-study students mainly. Now, what is the importance of sequence of topics which you should follow for FRM Part 1's preparation? Now here I will give you one very small example. We'll start with this small example. Because there is one basic problem with FRM's, just a second, FRM's sequencing, FRM curriculum sequencing. So if you consider book 1, so generally if you are the student who is doing self-study, you will get book 1, 2, 3, 4. Book 1 is Foundations of Risk Management, then the quantitative analysis and so on. Now the natural feeling is, let's start with the book 1, and in the beginning in book 1 we have a lot of theory topics, so generally prefer starting with book 1. Now see, what is the problem with starting with book 1? Now here, if you consider this reading number 5 or reading number 6, to understand these two readings, you first need to understand these 4 or 5 readings. Okay? Because in CAPM section, we will use variance, average, beta, correlation, coefficient, all these concepts. If you start with book 1, and if you are new to these concepts, you will get stuck here. You won't understand a thing. And these concepts are discussed here in this section in book 2. Now let's take one more example. If you want to study financial disaster or anatomy of great financial crisis, you need to understand these two books. So book number 3 and book number 4. First, you need to finish all these books. And based on that, when you understand these concepts given in the book 3 and book 4, you will be able to understand the concepts given here. Because to understand the anatomy of great financial crisis, we will be discussing MBS, mortgage-backed securities. Mortgage-backed securities is last or 18th chapter of book 3. So if you don't understand the mortgage-backed securities, how is it possible to understand the reading number 9? And this is the reason you should not directly start with the book 1, then book 2, book 3 and book 4. It will create confusions. Now, if someone follows this study plan, what happens? Automatically, the pressure of preparation of the book 1 is completely reduced. You will save a lot of time in your preparation. You won't get confused in your preparation. So the study plan or the sequence of topics is very logically designed sequence based on my experience of 5 to 6 years of teaching. And if you follow the study plan, your preparation time will get reduced substantially. So make sure you follow the study plan. Now, I would like to address one more thing. The query which I will get after releasing this particular video. This is, what about FRM Part 2 study plan? When I will release FRM Part 2 study plan? So every year I say like, okay, I will release FRM Part 2 study plan, but we never provided any study plan for FRM Part 2. There is a reason for this. Now in FRM Part 1, you are starting your preparation. You are very new to this particular setup or curriculum or the concepts, or majority of the students are new to these concepts. So in FRM Part 1, self-study plan or study plan makes a lot of sense or is very crucial for your preparation. It will reduce your preparation time. Okay, it will reduce complexity in preparation. But once you are done with FRM Part 1's preparation and when you are going to FRM Part 2, In that case, you're already ready with base. You already understand all the basic concepts. You are not new to basic concepts. So for FRM part 2, self-study plan or study plan is not that important. So this is the first reason we don't provide it. And also there are preferences. Okay, so like market risk is very numerical in nature. Operational risk is very theoretical in nature. Liquidity is theoretical in nature. Investment is more numerical in nature. Now, some students want to start with theoretical subjects. Some students wants to start with numerical subjects or the practical subjects. Some wants mix. In this case, because first there is no sense in providing study plan for FRM part 2, and also there are preferences. Now students are more mature, so my recommendation would be, first start with one subject. Start with subject, say book 1 market risk, and finish that subject if you want to go with one subject. So you don't need to jump from one topic to another, which you do in FRM part 1. You don't need to do that. You can simply start your preparation like this: market risk, finish market risk, then move on to say book number 3 instead of going to book number 1, then finish that book. Then you may go to book number 5 and finish that book, and you can follow this type of thing. If you want to go with two subjects, then book 1, book 2, you can combine like this. My recommendation would be, if you want to combine two books, prefer one practical nature or numerical type of subject, which is market risk, credit risk, and investment risk, and combine it with one theoretical nature subject, which is you can combine like market risk and operational risk. Combine these two subjects and prepare it simultaneously. Okay, so if you have 4 hours, 2 hours for market risk, 2 hours for operational risk, so this is good plan. And you can combine credit risk with, say, liquidity risk. Remember, there is no interlinking in between, like between these subjects. You can simply follow like any sequence. Obviously you can't do like, okay, in market risk I will start with reading number 16 and then I will come back to reading number 1. So you should not do that. Start with reading number 1 itself. Previously there was problem with operational risk, so for operational risk the study plan was required, but now GARP fixed that problem with the new updates. So now everything is very systematic and very structured, so we don't have to worry about even operational risk now. And obviously you can combine the investment risk with your current issues. My recommendation would be, like, if you don't want to follow like the mix and match, finish numerical subjects in the beginning. I'm just giving you the multiple alternates for FRM part 2 students, and you can also remember this when you will reach FRM part 2, you will be able to use this plan. So my personal approach or recommendation would be, start with numerical subjects, finish all the numerical subjects, so book 1, book 2, and book 5's investment risk, and then prepare your theoretical subjects like the operational risk, liquidity risk, and the current issues. Reason is very simple. If you study theory content in the beginning, you will automatically forget everything, okay, which happens. We are human beings. And near to exam, you will need to study it again completely. So instead of doing this, first finish your numerical portion so that you have enough time for practice as well. And then in the end, when you study theoretical topics, so it is fresh in your mind when you reach to your exam, because you studied theoretical subjects just 1 month before examination, 2 months before examination, you will be able to recall better. So first of all, like, operational risk is already very boring subject, so studying it twice is going to be very difficult for you. If you're taking classes, then we will provide you short notes for operational risk, which are very effective, and you can use those notes. Now here, I forgot to introduce myself. So my name is Shashank Pandey. I'm certified FRM and I'm founder of Falcon Edufin. So I'm faculty for FRM Part 1, CFA level, FRM Part 1, FRM Part 2, CFA Level 1, Level 2, and CA Final SFM, as well as I teach the programming for finance, which includes the data analytics, quantitative finance, other parts like the machine learning and data science. Right. This is my introduction. Now, okay. Now, in case you are interested in Hindi sessions, okay, so Hindi language video, so all the videos will be available on channel, which I will link in the description. Channel is, okay, I'll just simply link it. The next is, okay, so we'll start with our basic, like, in case you want, you try self-study, and in case you think like, okay, I need a preparation provider's help, so we got solution for everyone. So if you are planning for self-study, then we provide full study notes, Falcon Defense notes, and simple, like, one statement: Falcon Defense books are must and best for self-study. Okay, so there is no other book which can match the level of Falcon Defense book. So details which are provided in book all the important points are separately mentioned, so all the things are available here. So in essentials package, which is mainly for self-study students, so here we provide full study notes, 100 plus mock tests approximately. I just checked yesterday, it is 160 plus mock tests right now, but yeah, just consider 100 plus mock tests, fast track notes and topic wise quizzes. So a lot of content is available here. Then we have, if in case you want to go with the self-study but with the help, you want the video classes help, then the second option is available. So video classes plus essentials. This is essentials plus 140 hours of video classes plus 30 hours of fast track videos for the revision purpose. Then we also have one of a kind package, which is video classes essential plus mentorship. In this, you get a dedicated mentor who will help you in every step. You want doubt solutions, okay, or you want your doubts getting solved, so we will take you on Zoom call. Me and one more, like me and one more mentor is there, so he will take you on Zoom call, he will explain you all the things, or I will take you on Zoom call and I will, in case you are getting stuck in the concepts, so that help will be provided. In case you want a feedback on your mock test, you want to know like why you are making mistakes in mock test and how to improve those mistakes, so all the guidance will be provided. Help, we will also provide help with the strategy, how to strategize your preparation. This strategy is very customized, it depends on what is your background education, what is your work experience and all, so all things are considered when we provide you the strategy for your preparation. And the last option is the classroom training and the Zoom live classes, which is starting from 20th of Jan 2023. One note, other content, so video classes plus mentorship and essentials, everything is in English, and in case some students want it in Hindi, then Hindi is also available, but the content is available in English, completely English. So if you are not from India, you can always like consider watching these videos and all, so useful for you. But classroom training and Zoom live sessions, these sessions will be strictly in Hindi. Okay? So Hindi English mix or Hindi. So classroom trainings are starting from 20th of Jan in Pune, India, and you can take the you can also join same classroom training via Zoom, and again the same thing, like you will watch it on the Zoom app, right? The same session which we are conducting in classroom will be provided to you via Zoom, right? Now again, these are the indications. So indications which we will use here. So indications is for book 1, this is Foundations of Risk Management, book 2 Quantitative Analysis, book 3 Financial Markets and Products, and book 4 is Valuation Risk Models. This is for your indication. So here this complete study plan is divided in months. So it starts with the January, Feb, March, and in like by 10th of April we finish our preparation like this. So this is a design of study plan. So here I try to ensure that you are not overburdened in a particular week. My recommendation would be you have to study 3 hours on daily basis or 2 hours on daily basis, 2 to 3 hours on daily basis, and 6 hours on weekends. So if you study this much, then you will be able to follow the study plan efficiently. Don't worry too much if you fail to complete your target preparation in a particular week. You can shift it to next week, but don't repeat this again and again, and don't procrastinate. It will overload your ending preparation. So here in the month of Jan, so we are assuming you are starting your preparation in the month of Jan. So in week 1, you're supposed to prepare the first 4 topics of quants, book 2, fundamentals of probability, random variables, common univariate random variables, and multivariate random variables. And in week 2, you are again supposed to study the next remaining 2 topics, so sample moments and hypothesis. My recommendation would be, after you finish these 6 topics, okay, book 2 6 topics, appear for test, see where you are making mistake, understand what is the language of exam. Okay, this will help you in remaining preparation. Generally students make this mistake, they prepare complete curriculum, okay, and then they appear for mock test and then they realize, okay, their approach of preparation was completely wrong. So that should not happen. Just after 6 topics, appear for test, learn how to prepare first, okay, before you prepare completely. Then in the week 2, we are going with the book 3, so banking, insurance and fund management. Now here I have simple suggestion. If you are not new to this industry, the finance industry, you understand what is banking, insurance and fund management, all these concepts are not new to you, you can skip these 3 topics and finish it in the end, okay, and you can directly move to introduction of derivatives, exchange and OTC, central clearing and futures market. Okay, so this is suggestion. Again, if you are very new to this particular industry, then first 3 topics are recommended. Then we have next week 4, you can read these topics. So here we have a lot of numerical topics. So hedging is numerical, forex is numerical, pricing, financial forward, futures, again commodity forwards. So this particular week is slightly overloaded. That's why I kept the next week of Feb, the first week of Feb, slightly less loaded. Okay, so in case you are unable to finish your these topics in week 4 itself or week 4 of Jan, then you can finish it here. So that care I've taken. Next is week 2 of Feb. Now we are moving into book 3s, but this is a new section. This is fixed income section. This is quant section, this particular book 2s. Then this is options and futures section. And then this is fixed income section. Okay, so these are the 3 sections which will lay down the foundation for your preparation. The most important section. Then in week 3 we have again, here we have repetition. Okay, so these 3 topics and these topics are more or less same. These first 2 topics are more or less same. So these are coming from book 4. Lot of repetition is there between this topic, this topic, this topic, this topic, and this topic. So you will see a lot of overlap of book 3 and book 4 topics. Now here, okay, one more mistake. So this particular chapter T9 is from book 4 and not from the book 3. We need to fix that. So here we have the properties of option and trading strategies. Very easy topics. Once you are done with this particular section, after this, most of the topics don't require extensive practice. Questions will be standardized more or less in a particular boundary. So those type of questions you will get. Same thing, I can't assure you about these topics, the topics which we are doing before this, till week 2 of Feb. Then we have the week 4, exotic options, binomial trees, the PSM models, options. Now here in the month of March, we have again the book 3, book 4. So very difficult. Like if you consider the difficulty level, that these topics are slightly difficult. Again, then we have the week 2 valuation risk models topic. So 3 topics on VAR, value at risk. The book 4 subject you should not call this as VAR. Book 4 is not VAR. Maximum you can call it as VRM, valuation and risk models. Now next is week 3, stationary time series, non-stationary time series, measuring volatility and returns, and then fusion bootstrapping. So here we have 4 topics. These topics I would consider slightly difficult compared to the other topics. Then week 4, model portfolio theory and so on. So now we are entering into book 1. Okay, see here we are entering into book 1 in the end. So only 2 topics are crucial in book 1 which requires slight practice and so on. But other topics are mainly theory. You can use Falcon Defense fast track notes for theory preparation, very effective notes. External and internal credit rating, country risk, measuring credit risk, machine learning, and then these are the 2 new topics. I would recommend you to finish it in the and simple. The approach is like if you think like you need more time for 1 or 2 topics, move on. Okay, finish those topics in the end if you get any time. Otherwise, you can simply like just read it once and move on. You can do this for at least 4 or 5 topics because we have approximately 60 to 63 topics in FRM part 1, and don't waste too much time. See, my recommend is I'm not saying like you should not put efforts in understanding topic, but if you waste too much time on one topic and if it derails your preparation of other topics which you would have anyway like got easily, so this is not a right preparation strategy. And that's why I generally recommend strategy like this. If you are consuming a lot of time in one particular area or topic, 1 or 2 topics, then move on, finish those topics later. First finish whatever you are good at. Then we have last week operational risk, then the other topics. Now here, once you're done with your curriculum, then you are supposed to appear for mock round 1, mock round 2. Generally, the success rate is higher for students who appear for mock test. So mock test is very, very important. In case you are unable to finish the 100% curriculum, say you finished 80% curriculum or maximum 85% curriculum, my recommendation is stop there, revise everything, appear for mock test round 1, and then finish the remaining 15% of the curriculum in case you have time. If you have time, if you don't have time, go for mock round 2 and finish it and just quickly read the remaining 15%. Okay, don't skip anything completely, but holding your mock test because you are not done with 100% preparation is the like worst strategy like anyone can follow. Okay, so what happens, no one is able to finish their preparation, like at least statistically speaking, no one is able to finish their 100% preparation before 1 month of examination. Most of the students will finish their preparation just 10 days or 15 days before exam. So this is the again same recommendation from me. Don't wait for your 100% preparation. Just finish 80-85% and appear for a mock test, and then you can finish the remaining portion. Okay, so that's all about this self-study sequence. In case you want to know more about classes and other content, you can definitely ping me on my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given somewhere else here. It will also be provided in the description. And one more thing, this file will be available for download. This sequence will be available for download on Falcon Defense website in free download section. I will also provide you the link here. Okay, in that section, you have to simply create your account and download. It is easy to download, not a big deal. Okay, so that's all. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.